Alright, exit corners. Chapter 13, RN. Registered nurse slash whatever it is that, the guy is freaked out about that one time. Previously on exit corners. Skip. Ray was angry. His Gemini, or what was left of it, lay scattered across the floor in a dozen tiny pieces. Ink stood speechless in front of the debris. I hate this fucking game. What happened, Ray? Fuck exit corners. Fuck scent. Fuck our contacts. Is everything alright? Ink realized the stupidity of his question as the words left his lips. Yeah, things are fucking fantastic. Let's just do the puzzle, then the next puzzle, and then every other puzzle until we're out of here.
Would you first mind telling us what that was all about?
Yeah, I would mind. Go away. Beth, unflinchingly, took another step forward.
Ray, just who is your contact? I don't believe you've ever told us.
And I never will. Tough luck.
An old employer, perhaps? A mentor of yours, maybe?
Listen, we've all got shit we'd rather not talk about. I don't care how curious you are.
Ray, none of us care what skeletons you might have in your closet. The identity of your contact could prove essential to figuring out who's behind this.
Big words coming from someone who failed to mention that their contact was dead.
I've already explained to you why I kept that a secret. And besides, that's not entirely true. I did tell Ink that my son was dead.
Wait, really?
Hey, don't drag me into this.
You didn't feel like sharing that with anyone else? Not really, no. It was her business, and I thought Scent was just messing with her. Still do, to be honest. So that must mean you trust Ink, Beth?
I do.
Good. Then I'll tell Ink and only Ink about my contact. Wait, what? And then you're going to tell Beth that the identity of my contact is important. Then everyone's gonna stop bothering me. Got it?
That's not completely unreasonable. Is that okay with everyone else? I think Ray is entitled to some secrecy, but whatever. Do what you want.
I guess I'm not going to have any say in this.
I know.
I can barely hear you, Aether. Yeah, speak up. You know what, exactly?
Sorry, forget I said anything.
Well, whatever. Alright, Ink, let's go back to the main hall. It's quiet in there.
We'll attempt to get this monitor back online and get the puzzle underway in the meantime. You will tell me if something is amiss, won't you, Ink?
Yeah, of course. Let's make this quick, Ink. Wordlessly, Ink followed Ray back into the red-tinted bureau and through to the main hall. Sit down. Ink obeyed. First things first. You're not gonna go repeating any of this to anyone else. You're just going to tell Beth I'm legit, and then you're gonna drop it. Got that? I won't tell a soul, promise. Before we start, though, I thought it was pointless to get mad at an inanimate object. Your Gemini's in pieces. I don't need you to get smart with me. I lost my temper, okay? Just shut up and listen, okay? I guess I'll start with my contact. Oh yeah, who is she? Her name's Tiana. She was my girlfriend, once. We broke up about 3 years ago. It was bad. Real bad. How long were you dating before then? 6 years. Yikes. Sorry. It's fine. We met when I was in high school. At a hackathon, if you can believe that. Oh, so she was a programmer too? Yeah, she was good too. Is good. Not as good as me, of course, but she's a sharp one. Both of us decided to go to Belbridge University together after high school so we could stay together. Obviously, that didn't work out the way either of us wanted it to. What happened? Ink, what do you know about Belbridge's sponsorship policies? Have you ever thought of writing a book and getting it published through the school? I've looked into it, briefly. You President you present your work or a finding to the council and they get to invest in you. Something like that? Yeah, one of the most appealing things about Belbridge U is their sponsorship program. Basically, if you have a cool enough project, or research, or whatever, the school will pay you to keep working on it. Oh, and if what you're working on shows enough promise, they'll also foot the bill for the rest of your education. Shit ain't cheap. That sounds almost too good to be true. Yeah, well, the catch is that the members of the council get first dibs when it comes to sponsoring you further. For example, if you were going to continue a line of research, the members of the BBUSC were allowed to gain a little equity in you before you could look for alternative funding methods. That wasn't so bad a trade-off, though. Overall, it was pretty fair. At least, that's what I thought. So you presented something to the council? RN. Huh? That's the name of what I was showing to the council. RN. Oh, that's right. I remember you saying something about RN earlier. What was it exactly? It's an algorithm. The Ray-Nandin algorithm. You named it after yourself? Well, I was going to. Some algorithms are named after the creators. I blame Jigstraw. Gianna eventually convinced me to change it. She said naming it after myself was narcissistic. Maybe she was right about that. I don't know. I wanted it to keep the initials RN though, so ended up calling it the refractive node algorithm, which is a fair approximation of what it does. So it had something to do with light? Mirror neurons, maybe? Not exactly. It was a type of search and node traversal algorithm that allowed the index to forecast if the end effector was farther down a set of branches. Then, it would change its search type dynamically at every step of the search in order to point itself in the proper direction. The index would bend to be able to hit a very specific target in a near infinite sea of nodes and branches. It's very fast, with a bonkers big O score for an algorithm of its complexity, which is why I gave the algorithm a light-themed name. That's about the simplest way I can explain how it works. I'm sorry, I didn't understand a word of that. Okay, listen. RN searches through a set of items very efficiently. Lets you find something specific in a big list or tree extremely quickly. It's a new kind of approach that has a lot of potential applications. Like finding a particular state of mind for AI that would let them get through a testbed, maybe. I've been writing an article outlining the strengths, weaknesses, and potential uses of the algorithm, which I was gonna present alongside the algorithm itself. What happened? Tiana and I were living together in a small condo for my short stint at BBU. I had completed the algorithm, but right as I was getting close to finishing the article, Tiana stole all of my source code for RN and presented it to the council as if it were her own work. She just did that out of the blue? I find that hard to believe. It's complicated. Our relationship was already in a bad spot. Best you don't continue with this line of questioning. I'm missing something important, I'm sure. Still, didn't you have any way to prove it was your work? Didn't you protect your code at all? Of course I did. I was very careful with my data. We'd been living together for years, though. We were both open about everything. I fucking trusted her. It was all a mistake. I didn't know she'd stolen RN, so when I went to the USC a few days later to present it, they laughed at me and claimed I'd plagiarized her. I talked about RN so much with her that she knew it front to back, so I couldn't call her out on it. There was nothing I could do to convince them. I was never as punctual, as outgoing, or as involved with extracurricular stuff as Tiana. They all liked her more than me and didn't give me a second thought. I was angry. We fought. I can imagine. I dropped out, moved out, and haven't spoken to her since. Until today. Yeah, until today. I shouldn't have messaged her at all. It only made me upset. What did she tell you to make you snap like that? I asked her a question to see how bad I'd feel, I think. But I'd rather not tell you any more than that. It's personal. Besides, haven't I told you enough already? Yeah, you have. Sorry for asking. I'd be angry at Tiana too. Anyway, that's my story. Take take it or leave it. I'll let Beth know that there's nothing to worry about. I mean, it's not like you can even talk to Tiana again at this point anyway. Thank fucking God. Now let's win this thing. I'm looking forward to caving Sen's face in for even reminding me of Tiana. That's the spirit? The two contestants exchanged a nod before heading back into the red hotel room to rejoin the others. Beth was eyeing Lisa, who was staring exhaustedly at her Gemini. Aether was on the other side of the room, pacing back and forth in front of the monitor. We're back.
Very good. And Ray?
Here I am. What do you want?
Ink, should I be concerned about his contact?
No, I don't think there's anything to worry about.
Is it an old professor of his? Maybe...
Beth, knock it off.
My apologies.
Listen, I don't know why you're so curious about his contact, but I can assure you that all of your guesses so far haven't even been sort of close. So, whoever you think Ray's contact is, you're probably wrong.
I see. Forgive my curiosity, Ray.
Whatever. And I thought I was the paranoid one. What's the status of the puzzle?
Same as ever. The screen is on, but it won't register our input.
Damn. You've all had a look around, I take it?
We did, though we couldn't find anything out of the ordinary. We're still missing something, I'm sure.
The monitor works fine for me.
What? Just a moment ago it was inoperable.
What was that noise just now?
Ray is right. It works fine now. Well, I guess that's one less thing to worry about. But now we have to worry about that.
Please tell me I'm just seeing things. Oh, okay. Ceiling's dropping. Wonder how far it'll go. Ah, even with the other room now. This perspective is all kinds of weird. Oh wait, nope. This little bit right here is a different color from this ceiling, so... Awesome. At least this time I won't have to wait for... Oh, cool. Oop, dang it. It's slow, but... Yeah, the ceiling is definitely coming down on us. That's really, an interesting effect. Is it gonna reach the... Ooh, yep. Nice. Well, the black featureless void certainly lends credence to my theory. Fucking hell!
I suppose we should have expected as much.
I bet you anything that the door we used to come in is locked.
That's right. I just checked.
Well, I mean, clearly there was another room where the ceiling wasn't coming down right there. Aether was shivering. She didn't seem capable of looking Ink in the eye. Aether?
I'll be fine. Let's focus on the puzzle.
Right. Sort by STR. Alright, well, I assume that it would be like... Doop, doop. Oh, nope. Dang it. What is this? Sphere. Okay. So, axe, doot, 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 doot.
I don't like this at all. You need to stay calm, Aether. We've got at least a few minutes before the ceiling reaches us. more than enough time to solve this. Now I know why the touchscreen wasn't working up until now. Sent was waiting until all of us were in the room together. He wants to kill all of us at once.
To be fair, having everyone in the room at the same time also increases the likelihood that we'll solve the puzzle. It might have been in the interest of, fairness.
Whatever the reason, our only option now is to solve it.
Strength, STR is an abbreviation for strength, so I'm assuming that in order to use the weapon effectively, you need a certain amount of strength to use an axe, than to use a... I don't know. Spear is generally considered a two-handed weapon, so maybe it goes first. Axe, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. So, yep, not alphabetical, definitely. Okay, so the clue says sort by STR. The first thing that comes to my mind when I look at this is strength. That's right. We've got a list of what appear to be weapons, so my first thought was equipment, like in an RPG.
I'm not familiar with what an RPG is.
Role-playing game. Listen, I'm not sure we've got the time for me to explain this to you.
So we're going to sort the weapons by their hypothetical strength?
I guess so. We've got no reason not to at least try it. Aether, are you alright?
Ink, I hate this. Let me out. Aether, your help would be greatly appreciated. I can't. So be it. Ink, leave her be. But you can't console her if we're all dead. Now, would you please get back here and help us? So, which of these is supposed to be the strongest?
My first thought was, from strongest to weakest, axe, sword, spear, bow, then wand. That didn't work when I tried it, though. Why do you have the axe as the strongest? I thought the strongest would be the sword. I don't know, it's a big axe. It's the only thing on this list that'll lop a limb off. The sword could just as easily maim someone. I don't know, that's a bit of a stretch. Depends on the kind of sword, I guess.
This whole argument is stupid. A weapon's strength is subjective, right? That's right, we're clearly missing something.
Like what? I'm not sure what STR could mean other than strength.
Perhaps there's a more finite set of criteria for determining strength?
Maybe.
But whatever it is, we need to think of it fast. If the ceiling hits the monitor, we're toast.
Come on, what's another way to measure strength? Strength even what we're trying to measure? Damn it, I can't think of anything. Well, I mean, there's tensile strength, but I highly doubt that, that's what it's asking about. I'm going to have to start ducking soon.
We have to stay calm. Let's see now. Is there some sort of computer game that features these weapons? If only we had something more concrete to base strength on.
There are a lot of computer games that have weapons like these, but they're almost all different. Going by one of the games I'd like, I'd order them sword, spear, axe, bow, then finally wand.
Why do you guys keep putting wand as the weakest weapon?
I don't know, it just feels like it'd be the weakest.
If we're talking computer games, then wouldn't a wand be used to cast magic? I don't play any RPGs, but you'd think that shooting fireballs would be more powerful than a bow.
You've got a point, but a lot of games would probably use a different system for that. I know a lot of games where the wand would raise your intelligence, not your strength, since intelligence is what affects the damage you deal with your spells.
I feel like you play too many games. How does that even work? Why would holding a weapon increase one's strength?
It's just an idiosyncrasy of the medium. Makes about as much sense as having a wand increase your int, or your intelligence. Int. Son of a bitch. We are so fucking stupid. Huh? Did you figure it out? Strength. STR does not mean strength. It means string. String? It's a data type. Basically, it's just text. So we need to each item by its text. The weapon itself has no significance. Damn, I think he's right. Alright, so bow, wand. Oh, wait, never mind. Axe, bow. That's alphabetical. Alright, but sword might be last because it has 5 letters. Axe, bow, spear, wand, sword. Alright.
Ray, how do you sort strings? Hurry!
Strings are just text. What's the most common way to sort text? Alphabetically, of course. The most common way to sort a list alphabetically is to arrange the items from A to Z. That's right.
But they're already arranged alphabetically. Well, did anyone actually try pushing the buttons in that order? I haven't.
I haven't either. If that's the right answer, I'm gonna be pissed.
I guarantee you'll feel worse if that's the wrong answer.
I'll try that then. God, I hope this works. So I should just input these weapons alphabetically, right? This doesn't work. Well then. Time seemed to freeze as Ink pressed the check answer key. Ink looked up. He could hear movement from within the walls. The contraption had come to a stop. Somewhere far below the floor. No way was that the right answer. Ugh. Relieved, Ink couldn't help but laugh. Not funny, man. Hey, I'm just happy we're not dead.
That puzzle was far too niche for my liking.
What do you mean?
I can say with confidence that if I had been asked to solve this puzzle on my own, I would have died. There's no way I could have solved that without your help.
Good thing you had my help then, huh? I take checks or e-deposit.
You could stand to be a little more humble, you know.
Wonder what happens if you just solve it without doing the conversation then. Hey, it's not my fault you were useless. Ray, you're starting to sound like Lisa.
What's that supposed to mean?
I'm just gonna work on the next puzzle then. An awkward silence filled the room when Ray left. Knowing their only course of action was to follow him, Ink shrugged and motioned to the door. The contestants shared in a communal sigh. One of them was notably oblivious, however. Even though the danger had long passed, Aether remained still as a statue. Part of Ink wished the two of them were alone. You okay, Aether?
I'm fine. Just give me a moment, please. I need to calm down.
Lisa was casting a caustic glare in their direction. Did she not notice Aether's distress? Or did she simply not care?
What's wrong with you? You were this close to getting crushed and I didn't hear a peep from you. I'm sorry, Lisa. I couldn't think straight. Funny, this problem never came up before. I'm, claustrophobic. When the walls began to close in...
She trailed off. Lisa finally caught on and eased up.
Oh, well, you should have just said that in the first place. I'm sorry.
But you're better now, right?
I'd still like to leave this room as soon as possible, but I'll be alright.
Then let's move on.
Yes, let's.
The remaining contestants cut through the crimson hallway and into the second lounge, only to find that Ray wasn't the only one waiting for them. Did you honestly think I'm going to tell you that, Ray? No, I guess not. What are you doing here, Scent? Come to antagonize us some more? No. But now that you're here, I might as well, don't you think? Were you watching Aether during that last puzzle? Useless, that one. I think I even saw her crying at one point. Oh ho ho. Alright, you can leave now, Scent. Not comfortable with this conversation, my darling. Don't tell me you honestly like this girl.
Get out of here, Scent. I won't have you harassing her any longer.
You yell at me as if I were to blame for her mewling.
Don't play dumb. You knew she hated closed spaces. Don't pretend you didn't.
I may have orchestrated the grab, but am I really to blame for her insecurities? Her fears existed long before exit corners, I'm sure. I bet you think you're really fucking smart, huh? Reality check, shithead. Using someone's known fears to scare them isn't rocket science. Watch your tongue, Ray. What? You don't like what I'm saying to you? Picking on Aether only makes you look pathetic. The girl's a little fragile, okay? As is every other girl. What of it?
What was that?
Women are unstable. It is a weakness of theirs. Of theirs?
Oh, so you're a sociopath and a misogynist. I can't say I'm surprised.
Call it whatever you will. I only make objective observations. Say, Scent. What is it, my darling? You just contradicted yourself there. I beg your pardon. Just now, you said women were unstable and there was a weakness of theirs. Of theirs. That's an interesting choice of words, don't you think? You're implying that you're not a woman. That is correct. I don't see there being any problem with my statement. Are you sure? Because only a little while ago you told me the opposite. I understand that you might have some reservations about this whole thing, but trust me that I say we're a good match for each other. I'm not a man if that's what you were worried about. Trust me, that was the last thing I was worried about. Do you see the problem now? Oh, you're so clever, Ink. It's one of the many reasons I adore you. To answer your question, however, no, I do not see any problem with either of my statements. Wait, what? You're a clever one, Ink. Surely you can deduce what that means. You're neither a man nor a woman. Is that what you're trying to tell me? Correct.
Oh, please. Do you seriously expect us to believe that?
I have no investment in whether or not you believe that statement.
But if you're not a man and you're not a woman, then you're not... are you agender maybe? I read about that.
Yes, technically, that's not the whole of it. What else could it be, I wonder? A liar. You're just trying to hide your identity. Duh. You accuse me of lying. Me, and not Kim. Huh? Who the hell is Kim? Perhaps if they hadn't lied to you about their name, you'd know. And with that final thought, Scent was gone.
Kim. He made it sound like this Kim person was one of us.
She is, I think. Ray shot an accusatory glare at Aether. The other contestants soon joined him.
You think I'm this Kim person? I'm not. We're not mad at you, dear. You woke up in a hotel alongside strangers you didn't know under very strange circumstances. Assuming a false name was clever of you. I didn't assume a false name. My name is Aether. Come now. Aether is not a name that any parent would give their child.
Says the people interacting with Ink. Hey, there's no need to hound Aether like that. What does it matter what we call each other?
I'm just telling her that there's no reason to use a made-up name anymore. It's clear that Scent already knows quite a lot about us, and I like to think that Kim can trust us with her real name.
Aether is her real name. When Scent mentioned Kim, he was referring to me. Alright then. Yeah, I got nothing to say.